So today's topic it is about Rudra is asking Baba like what is it most important in our journey, like in our life's journey. Because see, we have so many things that we need to follow, but in that Rudra is asking what is that most important than everything else in this journey. So for that, Baba is answering in this way. He is giving a straight away answer. Gratitude and compassion are the most important Rudra. You need to be in constant state of gratitude, no matter how difficult the path or the circumstances. Things can always be slightly worse. The road can also be a little more slippery. Thus, always be in a state of gratitude and walk the path with complete compassion for one and all, including yours, oneself. When you're in a state of awareness, then no matter what, you're protected. It makes every step a blessing on the way back home. To be able to relish what one has, no matter how humble, is a gift you give yourself. To be able to forget or let go of the pain, angst, or what one will never have is sheer grace, a gift from the cosmos, which you receive when you're in a state of gratitude. Remember, a glowworm might never be able to grasp the vastness and the power of the sun, but all it needs to do is happily glow and be content in its own radiance, which means each of us have to be content with our lot and be happy with whatever our lot is. That is the grace. Gratitude and humility come forth from the certainty that all good that flows from each one of us is only and solely because of grace. And when you live a life with such a sublime philosophy, life becomes beautiful, even divine. Now, let us take an individual who has reasonable health, a family, a good family life, a roof to sleep under, food on the table, clothes to wear, and yet that individual is miserable. God help that person if true misfortune pays a visit. But when one is in a state of gratitude for the little blessings, then the ability to face the true misfortune comes naturally to such a person. The path of gratitude is the true path. Yes, life can be painful, but a life of gratitude is the only road where our love for the one is not only truly tested, but weighed, measured, and clothed, not by the one, but by our own higher self. When you insist on living in a state of gratitude, the darker the room, the more brilliant shall be the flame that shines forth from the humble oil lamp. Sometimes one has to be bathed with the cold strife of discomfort to appreciate the warmth of normalcy and whatever little one may possess. But if you live always seeking more, then you fail to appreciate what you have and are blessed with. That is why, Rudra, if one is content with one's lot, however humble that lot may be, it is one of the pillars of spirituality and cornerstone of happiness. Thus, for me, to live in a state of humility filled with compassion and joyous gratitude are the foundation of all that which is spiritual. So that yeah, Baba is telling about gratitude, and finally he's telling like being in a state of gratitude or being in a state of shukr, that is thankfulness, is the most sublime display of love for the one. That is the ultimate. The person who lives in a constant state of gratitude humbles the very heaven itself. And a few more lines about compassion, very beautifully said. Like we always speak about compassion, right? But what exactly is compassion? Baba is explaining. So Rudra is asking, Baba, you speak very highly about compassion. What is compassion? For that, Baba is telling, my child, compassion is in reality nothing but oneness. When you feel the pain and angst of another and you want to help erase that pain, that is compassion. When you want to wipe the tears of somebody and fill the person with joy, that is compassion. When you want all of the creation to sleep with a full belly, that is compassion. Even if it means you can only help a few to go beyond hunger. Compassion is what prevents the destruction of the world and allows a humble flower to spread its fragrance. It is the root cause of all existence and the reason why Mother Earth revolves around the radiant sun. So it is all because of compassion. So these were few lines, masters, about gratitude and compassion. So he's telling these are the most important things that we need to have in our life, or we can develop that skill. Initially, it could be a bit artificial, like saying gratitude, but when we start practicing day by day, maybe with a small journal writing, gratitude writing in our journal, or at least when we say in the meditation or while praying or whenever it is, the words of gratitude that truly comes, we can't fake it actually, but when we truly say, it has a lot of impact in our life. So these were the few things, masters. If you would like to say a few words about compassion or gratitude or how you are following in your life, you can please share with us. Yeah, Ramgaru.
Very beautiful sharing, Sailaja garu. The two most important things, gratitude, compassion. How simplified, the wisdom is in the end. We thrive in life for so many things. And here, Sai Baba, how, how beautifully he says the most important two things in life, gratitude and compassion. We keep on listening about these topics. Every spiritual master shares these topics in their way. And that is why gratitude needs to be everyone's attitude in life. And, now even in schools, corporates, they speak about this gratitude journal because it's like the fuel that runs the life. It is not an addition to life, it is the fuel that runs the life. Life will go on. However, if we really need to start living, then we have to be in awareness and in gratitude. And compassion naturally comes into our way as we constantly remember this factor of being grateful. The more we become grateful in our life, the more compassionate we as well become. And I remember these stories that come to my mind when you were sharing the aspect of compassion. When you can do little part as well, you are compassionate. When you can do your your support, help in order to feed even few people, doesn't go with their empty stomachs, you are compassionate. So many such examples. I remember when a kid was walking on the shore and then he found the jellyfishes that were washed away onto the shore, and he immediately goes take one and throws into the river, and another someone person comes and asks what you're doing, there are so many jellyfishes, how are you going to help them? He just takes the first one, throws into water and says, this had changed the life of this jellyfish. He takes the second one and he throws, and then he says, this again had changed the life of this jellyfish. So it doesn't matter how much work or how much things are in front of us, that little part that comes from our heart with a great understanding of oneness. You see, that was beautiful to say, compassion originates from the very feeling and connectedness and being one. Very true, that one. There is no difference between me and you, me and everyone. And I'm not different at all in any way. So reaching out to people as if I'm reaching out to my own self. And that is where that feeling in itself is compassion. Very beautiful. And there was another story about similar things. Yeah, let's say basically rooted upon compassion and gratitude. So thanks a lot, Sailaja garu. Very beautiful reminder. It's a constant reminder. We have to keep on looking whenever we listen to these stories. I think whoever are listening to these wisdoms, it is, even though we are in gratitude, probably there are some more aspects within our life in order to extend further this aspect of gratitude, extend further this aspect of compassion. We have to look it that way. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ram. Thank you so much for that jellyfish story. It's really beautiful, and I should now I need to like thank my school also, because in our school we were made to pray before having our food. So even now it has become a habit, although I not like for the other things, but at least before having food, just like 30 seconds, I just pray, thank you for giving the food. And also, what I'm doing is like whatever food like I'm having now, thank you for that. And it should be reachable to all the people. I mean, that has become like a part of life because it has come from the childhood, because of my school. I'm so thankful to the complete school and teachers over there. I felt like thanking it now because I had never done that. And one more thing, what I had observed is the more we are grateful, our complaints also and expectations also gets reduced, because the more we become thankful for everything, we become content. There is nothing like okay, I have so much of things, so many things God has given, so what is the point? We don't even feel like to complain about anything, even though we are in need. That's okay. So maybe slowly we get into that kind of personality or attitude. Yeah, yeah, Mamta ji, please unmute.
Namaste, Shailaji.
Namaste.
Yes. Yeah. Gratitude has helped me so much to understand myself and transform myself. It is very important. And when we were, I remember my childhood at that time, our parents used to, we used to tell that to, while after our bath, we have to go to the puja room, and God is the um, only power that whatever we ask, we can get from Him. So you go and ask there. You pray for Him for whatever you want, to get a good marks, to be a good person, like that. But it was true at that time for me. And when I compare now, the concept has changed. Means when I look my um, daughter, she teaches to her son only the gratitude. After her bath, you go to the puja room and say thanks to the God. See what this awareness. I feel that this awareness, it has going in all the vibrations in the form of vibration. If we are not taught also, it will come. That wisdom will come. See, this changes. I feel so happy that so many things we can learn, and really heartful gratitude for the universe. Whatever goes on changing in the vibrations, that helps everyone. and it will be so sensitive that everyone can receive it when they are in the peaceful mind or when they are mindful. These all enter. So it has helped me, and when I come see that, I was so much mindful, and I used to forcefully tell thanks for everything, for everything. If my husband be anger and he shouted at me, I used to purposefully, and I used to force myself to say thank you. And what it happened means, later on, this that heart was open. Heart used to open, and the thanks was coming so beautifully. I can experience that thanks, and that has affected to the other person. Now there's so much of change from the other person I can see, because that changes is not from them. It will be there, then more changes it will be in ourselves. Really, the life is so beautiful when we go on implementing so many spiritual wisdom. And I want to thank Ramji that yesterday night, just I wake up at some time, but I wanted to meditate. And at that time, I just opened Ramsar's that music with the drum, and Madhuji with that bowl, singing bowl like that, I think. It was so powerful, and there was so much of third eye experiences. And thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the great masters. I feel so happy because everyone are in this whole consciousness. That is so great experience. And I remember one instance that Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell, immediately he used to shout at that I want jamun, jamun. Then everyone used to say, what is it that he is asking for the food like that? That's it is a sweet. And at that time, this Chinmaya machine, Chinmayananji explained this story that he used to tell for Jamun means he wants to come again to this world space. So like that, really, I want to share some words I have written. No, sorry, I was reading The Power of Your Subconscious Mind from Joseph Murphy, and some remembering ideas they'll give at the ending. I want to read few which help me and which help to the universe. Mental force or too much effort shows anxiety and fear which block your answer. Easy does it. Second one, when your mind is relaxed and you accept an idea, your subconscious goes to work to execute the idea. Third one, think and plan independently of traditional methods. Know that there is always an answer and a solution to every problem. Fourth one, do not be overly concerned with the beating of your heart, with the breathing of your lungs, or the functions of any part of your anatomy. Lean heavily upon your subconscious and proclaim frequently that divine right action is taking place. Fifth one, the feeling of health produces health. The feeling of wealth produces wealth. How do you feel? Sixth one, imagination is your most powerful faculty. Imagine what is lovely and of good report. You are what you imagine yourself to be. And lastly, seventh one, you avoid conflict between your conscious and subconscious in the sleepy state. Imagine the fulfillment of your desire over and over again prior to sleep. Sleep in peace and wake in joy. So, thank you, universe. Thank you, masters. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mamta ji, for the beautiful last few words which you told from the book, The Power of Subconscious Mind. That reminds me of this book. Like, this was the first spiritual book I started reading, and I was so surprised to know about conscious mind, subconscious mind, and all the techniques that he had mentioned in that book. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, Masters, we have one more book actually about gratitude. It's a small book, like about 50 pages, The Power of Gratitude. I would be like, I'll share it in the in our group, in WhatsApp group. Like, if you are interested, you can go through. And that book, it is all about like how gratitude helps us in our health, maybe to increase our energy levels or our immune system, how it can improve our sleep, the mindfulness, the gratitude journal. So he has given in a very beautiful way. So it's hardly 50 pages. You can go through. Yeah. Thank you, Masters. Thanks a lot for sharing your thoughts. So let's meet in our next session. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.